Up guys, welcome to today's video, and topic natin for today is genie runs. So I'm going to be giving you guys some tips, important tips in order for you to maximize your tickets. So we'll be talking about the one player dungeon, this one, the time attack mode. So let's get on with it. So for this one guys, strive to get at least up to phase 46 kung kakayanin, pero up until phase 40 is already good enough, just so that you will get 3 jelly bottles each time for the attempt. And how you can do this is pretty simple. The first thing that's very most important is the lamp skills. So you need to grind this out. The most important skills that you need to have is this one, the decrease roll cooldown and the HP potion cooldown. This is the skills that are most important in order for you to achieve a good ranking. So you can dish out optimal DPS. And then moving forward from the skills, it would also be nice to max out all the other skills except these two, so that you can dish out maximum damage in the genie. So after the skills, the second most important part is the familiars. So on the familiar side, ideally you should be running Toko and plus 2 other fire familiars. If you have Tarracona, you will have a huge advantage, since Tarracona has a very good skill in Genius Island. But if you don't have one and you're like me, feel free to use Might and Draggle. So they're gonna be both very effective when fighting the genie. And then the next most important part is you need to have large potion all the time. So buy your large pots, then eat up on a lot of foods. So I've been preparing for this one. So let me show you the food that I cook. So I basically cooked every single food item in our kingdom's restaurant. So these foods take effect inside the genie's island. So what I would recommend is we still have 11 days and we can still purchase one more reset here in the tickets in the genie challenge. So in the very last day, I would recommend that you would, if you're trying to get a good placement in the rankings, I would recommend that you would save the food that you cook until the last day, then use them all up on that day. So if you're not if you do not, kung hindi naman kayo nagkahabol ng ranking, if you're not up to the rankings in the top 10, you can feel free to use them all the time so that you will get a good value for your ticket. But as for myself, I will be saving this until the last day. So maximize your kingdom restaurant. They will give you a lot of boost because all of these foods, their effects all stack. That chat. So all of these effects, they all stack. So make sure to take advantage of this. So another tip for buffing yourself up is the relic buff here. So if you're not owning a relic, make sure that you are taking advantage of purchasing the relic buffs for 1 hour. You only need obsidian for this, so just dedicate a few of your familiar adventure tickets for the buffs. So I recommend you purchase the genie's hammer and then this one, the fire buff. This one as well. This will give you a huge damage boost for the genie. And then another one to boost your damage is using your kingdom theater. So before you run your genie ticket, make sure that you activate your theater buffs. You can activate all of these, but for now I will only be using the attack buff, but in the last day I'll be using all of them. And then one more tip is inside your, if you're a kingdom leader or if you're a member of a good kingdom, I would recommend that you suggest to your leader to replace the blessing to fire, because this will give you additional 2% fire attack bonus, which would also greatly help in doing the genie runs. Okay, so after all of that said and done, I'll show you guys one of my runs. So the best I could have made is I reached phase 50. Yeah, I reached phase 50. So this is a very good placement. I know that next week I'm going to be kicked out. I hope not, but well, most likely I'll get kicked out of the top 10 because this spot will get taken by those who are really much stronger than me. But as you can see, because of all those tips that I gave you, you can also reach good ranking, and then you'll be able to get the rewards here. At least try to get the damage reward, this chest, over 9 million, so you can get the costumes and then the account rewards. This one is very important. At least try to get the 9 million damage Ancient Genie title, because this will give you a lot of CP, permanent CP as well. Okay,